The old man who had died was suddenly called Bean Sprout by the woman. "Wake up!" The next second, the old man came back to life, and right in front of everyone, he knelt down and called the woman master. Everyone was instantly stunned by what he did. After all, the old man was old enough to be her grandfather. Just then, the woman gently touched his white hair, and in the blink of an eye, the old man miraculously turned into a young man. No one knew this old man was actually the woman's 108th servant, and the woman herself was a mysterious being who had lived for 3,000 years, yet she never knew why she was immortal, nor did she know who she truly was, until she calculated that this dying old man held the secret to unlocking her lost memories. So she brought a white flower to say goodbye, partly to honor their bond as master and servant, partly to find the truth. But by the time she arrived at his home, the place was already in chaos, because this man who was supposed to die 3 months ago was clinging to his last breath. Even though he was suffering terribly, he was just waiting for the woman to appear. But his wife misunderstood and thought he was pining for an old flame. Feeling both angry and heartbroken, just then the woman arrived at the house, but was blocked at the door by the butler, who claimed the old man wasn't in a condition to see anyone. The woman said nothing, just gently waved her umbrella, and the butler dropped to his knees on the spot. Terrified, he ran inside to report. The old lady was furious when she heard. She wanted to see what kind of woman had such a hold on the old man. But when everyone saw the legendary woman, they were all shocked. Not only did she look incredibly young, she looked exactly like the woman in the photo inside the old man's pocket watch. Someone even wondered, could she be his illegitimate daughter? But the old lady still blocked her from entering the room, until the woman grew impatient and activated her umbrella. In an instant, everyone in the house was frozen in place. No one could move. Ignoring their stares, the woman walked straight into the old man's room, stood beside the bed he had lain on for 3 months, and softly called Bean Sprout, "Wake up." The old lady was just about to mock her, but before she could speak, the old man opened his eyes. The entire room gasped, but right after waking up, his illness flared up again. His grandson panicked and shouted for a doctor, but the woman stopped him coldly, and said, if they wanted him to live, she would have to intervene. She then handed her white flower and umbrella to the grandson, and unleashed her 1,000-year spiritual power, pressing her palm into the old man's chest. In an instant, his eyes opened again, his face regained color, his breathing became steady. Everyone was dumbfounded. The old man saw his master had arrived, and excitedly asked his grandson to help him kneel. Regardless of everyone's stares, he bowed to the woman on the spot. The crowd was in awe seeing him kneel before her. Some even questioned who the woman really was. Then the woman gently touched the old man's white hair, and in an instant, he returned to the youthful version of himself when he was a beggar. 70 years ago, he had been rescued by the woman while begging on the street, and later rose to become a business tycoon. Now at the end of his life, he only wished to fulfill one last mission for her. He told the woman he had spent his life searching, and finally found a clue to restore her memories. Upon hearing this, the woman turned and left. To her, life and death meant little. The old man watched her back as she walked away, removed the ring she had once given him, and solemnly placed it on his grandson's finger, telling him, from now on he was the woman's new servant. The old lady exploded with rage, accusing the old man of being out